Today we're going to run through assembling the Tote Style Purse. Now today I'm doing the large size. It is exactly the same for the small. So the first thing I want to do is, this is your base piece, and I want to go ahead and fold this on all of the score lines. And this piece I cut out of a medium weight cardstock so that it does give some structure. A few of the decorative pieces I cut out of the lightweight paperweight, actually, and I'm more of a regular paper weight cardstock because it's not lending any support. But if you just use your regular, I think this is 60 pound cardstock, it works just fine. Here is the little one that I did, and you can see it gives it great structure. These were cut out of the paper weight, that nice lightweight cardstock. It allows them to bend nicely for the straps, so I did use that. And then I added a little heart embellishment, which I'm including the SVG for that. It is a layered piece, so you could write a sentiment on there. So I want to go ahead and get this all folded on the scores. So the four grid lines are going to be mountain folds. The diagonals are going to be valleys. And we just want to get those creased, and you're going to see real quick why. It's going to make this fold nicely. Okay, so there is that. So now we're going to go ahead and fold these back, and then all this does is it's just going to fold in this way. And then you're going to glue it into place all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Just tuck these tabs in and glue in place, and then I'll be back for the next step. Okay, before we move to the next step, I want to show you how I was doing this. So this is that corner, and what I did is I put some nice tacky glue here on that side as well as on the back side. And then when you fold it in, it's going to adhere on both sides. And I have some of these little clips. I use them for sewing, but they're also great for this. And I just clip those. And then I can go ahead and set that aside and let that harden up and move on to the next step, which is going to be to get these pieces done. So the first thing I want to do is fold it on the score line, which I did here, and I did include the little fake stitching look on this, and I want to go ahead and fold that to the inside, so on the inside edge when you look at it you're going to see that nice finished edge. Now I'm not quite going to the end with my tape runner, and that is because I'm going to slide the other one inside of there. So I'm going to do the same thing with this one, but this one I'm going to go ahead and just glue right straight across the entire thing. And there we go. And get that pressed down nicely. Now, see, this will, which end did I leave? That's the big question. Was it this end? Yep, it is. It's this end. This will slide right inside, well, this way though, so that it gives it a smoother transition, so that that fold, it's not double thickness there. So the next step is I'm going to take my red line adhesive and I'm going to run it right down here. I'll put it right along this edge here, and I'll snip that off. Because this one is a little large one, when you're doing the smaller one, you will only have one piece, but because this is the larger one, it takes two pieces because, of course, paper doesn't generally come in large enough size, and this way we can do it out of a 12-inch sheet of cardstock, and we don't have to have the extra long mat. And so it just makes it a little bit more inclusive so that everyone can do it without having any special supplies. So now we've joined it to make our one long piece that's going to go around this base. So the next part is going to be going in and taking this, and I leave the seam in the middle so it's to the back, and just adhering this all the way around. Now again, I like to use the red line tape. I have some a spool of thicker, and I'm going to go ahead and put that all along this bottom edge, and that will allow me to work all the way around this box and get this in place nicely, and it holds it snug. I don't have to wait for dry time or anything. So I'm going to go ahead, give these a couple of seconds more to make sure they're good and set, and then I'm going to go ahead and put this around here. So my next step is I'm going to go ahead with the red line. I'm going to run it all the way across the bottom, snip it off, and then I will start by adhering it to this. Oh, also I'm going to put a piece of red line up this side. I'm not going to peel it so it's sticky yet, but that way once I get all the way around the box, then around the box to the back of the purse again, I'll be able to peel it off and they will stick together. So let me go ahead and get those pieces done. I'm sure you don't really want to watch, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I am now adhering it around the outside of the base of the purse, and I'm doing it, laying it flat and kind of making really nice tight corners and aligning the bottom of the paper for the side up with the bottom edge of this box. And now we're going to do one more tight corner here, and then our last corner is here. I'm going to flip this and make sure I got it nice and attached, and then we're going to bring that right up here. Now I'm going to go ahead and get the backing off that other piece of paper, and I hope this part is kind of clear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this around here like so, and then they will overlap, and I don't want any of this to crease. And then I'm going to line these up, and they do overlap. I don't know, I'd say probably almost 3/4 of an inch there it's overlapping. But I wanted to make sure that you had enough of an overlap to make it a nice sturdy bag. So that is the base of your purse. So then all I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and embellish. I'm going to add these cute little corner protector pieces on there. I am going to add my fastener. Don't have any, but I recommend some of that little lightweight Velcro dot thingies, and put that on here as so. And then the handles. Okay, so then you want to adhere your handles like so. And you see why it's a lighter weight paper, it twists so nice. And then take your end pieces and glue those in place over it as so. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get these corner caps on next, and then I'm going to do one handle, and I'll come back in and I'll do the other handle on video so you can see me do that. But you can see right here how I'm going to do these corner. It's basically right in the center, and I'm just going to wrap it around the edge of the purse. Okay, I'm back to finish this up. A couple things I wanted to show you. And yes, I do use several different types of adhesive in projects like this. This one is a Kalal tacky glue. I love this glue because it doesn't leave bumps or anything, doesn't wrinkle your paper. So with this, when I wrap these on this edge, of course you're going to line it up, but on the sides it does overlap. And the nice thing with the tacky glue is it is repositionable until it has set. So there is that. Now the red line glue, I use that because it sticks and it holds really quick. So it works well for things like this seam and working around this bottom. And it's not a hot glue gun, which I end up burning my fingers. Okay, so then lastly, I've got one more of these little tabs to put on to the base of the purse strap. So I'm going to go ahead and come in here. And then what you want to do is just go ahead and line this up with the top edge. And your seam lines, if you did those, should also match. And as you can see, I have my fastener glued in place on the one side. And I am going to get a little Velcro dot to go here. And as I said, I have some little embellishments that I'm going to go ahead and add to it. You'll see that in the pictures. I hope that explains the process of making this bag. Another point, if you're going to do the stitching effect, that is drawn on, and it will take about 10 minutes to draw all of that part on if you're going at standard speed, so just be advised of that. And it took, as I say, 10 minutes just to do this piece of paper. And then it doesn't take too long to do the actual purse pieces because it's just that one line. But it is a slow process unless you have it on the fast speed on your Cricut. So hope that helps, and I look forward to seeing your version of this cute design.